Most of us drink water, right? Well, what if I told you that water could kill you? That is, if it has fluoride in it. The website for Consumer Health states that fluoride is used as an insecticide and roach killer, even at the level they use to fluoridate your public water supply, usually at the rate of about 1 part fluoride for every million parts water. By weight, it causes severe problems. As little as 1/10 of an ounce of fluoride can cause death. This is a problem for everyone. My dad has spoken to the City Hall Water Department about this issue, asking them to lower the fluoride in our city's tap water. They would not do it. Their excuse was that fluoride helps your teeth. I could understand that if a person didn't brush their teeth, but isn't that what toothpaste is for? So, even if you already buy bottled water without fluoride, it is still good to know how fluoride can harm your body so that you can pass this information on. I would like my audience to be aware of the dangers of fluoride and persuade them to stop buying water with fluoride in it and or buy a water filter. First, fluoride is not an essential nutrient. No disease is caused by a fluoride deficiency. It can harm you more than it can help you. Second, fluoride lowers IQ. And third, fluoride could cause death. The first point I would like to make about fluoride is that it's not an essential nutrient. We don't need it at all for our body's functions. The Fluoride Action Network states that people can have perfect teeth without consuming fluoridated water or any other fluoride product. As with teeth, no other tissue or cellular process requires fluoride. Accordingly, it is now accepted that fluoride is not an essential nutrient. The only excuse the government and all cities have for having fluoride in their water systems is that it helps our teeth. And this is false because too much fluoride can hurt our teeth and make them worse. Fluoride doesn't help our body, it hurts it. Fluoride can cause osteoporosis, skeletal fluorosis. It affects the pineal and thyroid gland and can cause damage to the brain. And that's only a few things that fluoride does to our body. There are so many more. Now that we've talked about how fluoride is not an essential nutrient, we move on to the next point. The second point I would like to make about fluoride is that it lowers IQ. A review of some 24 studies by Harvard University researchers published in a peer-reviewed federal journal suggests that fluoride added into our water supplies significantly decreases the IQ of children. The children in high fluoride areas have lower IQ, and the ones in low fluoride areas have higher IQ. The researchers also expressed concerns about the potential of fluoride to cause irreversible brain damage in unborn children. I cannot relate to this because I don't have kids, but for those of you that do have kids, their fluoride intake can harm them because they are smaller, and it can jeopardize their life in the future. Now that we've talked about how fluoride can lower IQ, we can move on to the final point, which is that fluoride consumption can cause death. The final point I want to make about fluoride and convince you to stop consuming it is that it can kill you. There is a reason why the FDA requires a label on the toothpaste label. The Fluoride Action Network states that the FDA requires this warning because children who swallow too much toothpaste can suffer acute poisoning and even death. There are many things you can do to avoid fluoride in water. Here are 2 things. You can buy a water filter or change the water you drink to non-fluoridated water. Some non-fluoridated waters are Deer Park, which is what we drink at my house. And that's it. Crystal Springs spring water, Dannon, Evian, Nestle Pure Life. Those are just a few. Now that you're aware of the dangers of fluoride and why it's important not to consume it, fluoride is not an essential nutrient. It lowers IQ and it can kill you. I hope these 3 reasons were enough to persuade you and to be aware and protect yourself from the harmful fluoride.